We have been asked a lot why Visit Basis does not have a check-in button. Our development team has debated this a lot, and we found out with our customers that a check-in button is not necessary. Visit Basis automatically starts tracking a visit when the first action on the first task of the visit is answered. Likewise, it finishes tracking a visit upon completion of the last action of the last task. These are start time and end time values that are found on Visit Basis reports, such as the timesheet report. But how about visits without any tasks? In those cases, and only in those cases, Visit Basis will not capture a start and end time for the visit. A check-in, check-out task, or tasks then, is a workaround for when field reps don't perform other tasks at the location, but still need to validate the start and end times for timesheet and reporting purposes. Let's see how to make a mandatory check-in, check-out task for when your reps don't perform any additional tasks, or if you want to make check-in, check-outs mandatory. You can have just one task for both check-in and check-out with 2 actions, or you can have 2 separate tasks with 1 action each. Let's create one task with 2 actions. First step is to create a check-in, check-out task template. So we add a new task called check-in, check-out. We add a description, select the division. Now we go to actions. We will have 2 actions. The first is check-in with the answer type selection, and we only need 1 option really. Okay. Save. Next action is check-out with the answer type selection and only 1 option. Okay. Save. Let's make both actions required so the mobile users must check in and out before closing the visit. Our task is ready. We can now save it. Second step is to pre-select the check-in, check-out task for all our locations. To do that, we will add a property to our locations. To pre-select a task or tasks on the mobile app, the property name we need to use is task_list. Property value is the name of our task, so we can just go to Task Templates, copy our check-in, check-out task name, and paste it in the property value field. Since I want the reps to check in and check out at all locations, I will need to perform that same step for all of them, and this can be time-consuming. As a shortcut, I can import a property table into Visit Basis. To do this, I export my locations database by going to Settings, Export Data, select Locations from the drop-down, and click on Download. Now I open the file in my spreadsheet editor. Erase all columns except for location code. There we go. Then we add 2 columns, property name and property value. The values in both fields will be the same for all locations. Task_list for property name, and I copy the check-in, check-out task template title from Visit Basis and paste for property value. Here's a tip. You can have more than 1 pre-selected task by separating task titles with commas. Now I can just populate the rest of the spreadsheet and save the file as comma-separated values, CSV, or text, TXT. Going back to Visit Basis, I will now import the file we just created. So import data, location properties, choose file. Step 1, verify that the data looks okay. Next. Step 2, select Insert New Data and make sure that the fields in our table correspond to the correct Visit Basis fields. Next. Step 3, give the data one final look and click on OK, import it. The success message will show up momentarily. Close the import window. Now that the mandatory check-in, check-out tasks has been configured for all my locations, Let's see what it looks like on the mobile device. I have synchronized the app to get all the latest system updates. So the rep has his schedule for the day and arrives at the first location. He goes to Tasks and clicks on the plus sign to add a task. We can see that our check-in, check-out task is already selected, and the rep can additionally select other tasks like this inventory check and click on Save. Now he goes into the check-in, check-out task, checks in, OK, and can go back to performing other tasks for the visit, like our inventory check. Once he is done, he goes back to our check-in, check-out task and checks out. Now that the visit is finished, the rep can go back to the visits window, synchronize the data, and close the visit. Going now to my VisitBasis Office app, I can see the visit we just closed. The start time will display the time we checked in, and the end time will display when we checked out. This will also be reflected in the timesheets report. Start of work will be the time of the rep's first check-in of the day, and end of work will be the last checkout. That's it. Should you have any questions, please contact us at support@visitbasis.com.